Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. Now, one of the biggest sneak reveals from STCC 2022 was the figure of the Origins Thunder Punch He-Man that was glimpsed in the background of the same giant showcase as that of the Eternia playset. Actually, what also got fans flipping out was the sight of Tang Lashaw here. Who wasn't mentioned in any of the press releases to date, but was clearly seen right here, post in combat against He-Man, Tang Lashaw. The Thunder Punch He-Man appears to come with everything the original figure had, including the sword and the vac metal shield, but he's certain to not come with the firing caps, because that would just be too 1980s. However, he is packaged on a deluxe card and as such is sure to have an action feature of some kind. So the biggest question is, how would the Thunder Punch action be executed today in the modern era? Special thanks to Roy Juarez, lead packaging designer at Mattel on all things Masters of the Universe, who has been sharing a lot of fresh new packaging information and photos on his Instagram page. Roy debuted the images of the back of the card artwork and instructions for the Thunder Punch He-Man, and we're going to check them out today on the channel. By the way, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I hope you guys can do me a solid and click on that red subscribe button. The channel is currently closing in on 4,000 subscribers. Do help me to take it past that mark. Also, if you're able to and wish to support the channel, do consider joining as a member, as it really helps me to continue bringing you the content here. Now, based on the instructions that we're seeing here, after attaching the Thunder Punch effect to He-Man, you're supposed to pull back his fist, release it, and he swings back with a punch. Seems really simple and disappointing too. I mean, that's it. That's all the new Thunder Punch does. Now, the original MOTU figures from the 80s all had the waist twist and punch feature. You turn them to the right at the waist, and after you release them, they swing back with something of a punch or a defensive move. Now, the original Thunder Punch He-Man, of course, had a backpack as well that you could open up and insert a round of firing caps. By the way, the backpack is just amazingly detailed. I gotta say, I mean, yeah. And anyway, the action of him swinging back with a punch would then be in sync with the firing cap in the backpack, which would release a loud sound with every punch. I sure do wish that I did have some of those firing caps, but I don't. But you get the picture. Now, with the new figure, it isn't clear if the punching action is more forceful or even if it's accompanied with its own distinctive sound. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But, I guess that for now, I mean, what I'm seeing here, the update to the feature, while not unexpected, is indeed kind of disappointing. We also get images of the brand new cardback artwork for the Thunder Punch He-Man. It says here, He-Man uses the powers of Grayskull to summon the mega-powered Thunder Punch. I love the use of the word mega powered here. It kind of sounds like something that I would say, or something that I would use in writing when I'm doing up like an Instagram post, mega powered. It's great. But the image here is the Thunder Punch He-Man in battle with what appears to be a batch of Snake Troopers. The Snake Troopers are not vintage characters. They're not from the vintage line, but they were introduced, to the best of my knowledge, in Classics, okay? Anytime you see something that you've never seen before, I bet you it's from Classics. The Snake Troopers were released as part of an exclusive Classics 3-pack together with a Storm Shadow looking guy called Slamurai. Apparently, this Slamurai character was supposed to be released in the 80s, but they never got around to producing him. The 1980s were just filled with these sort of like white and black ninja characters. You had them in G.I. Joe, you had them in Rambo. Apparently MOTU was going to be doing them too, okay? But, I don't know, maybe Slamurai might turn out in Origins, but for now, it seems that with this cardback artwork tease, it does appear that, with the Snake Man wave, the Snake Troopers are going to be figures in Origins as well. What do you guys think about that? Now, we also got brand new updated images of the Deluxe King HISS figure. Based on some of the comments that I've seen, a lot of people seem to be a bit divided on this particular figure. Some people love it. Some people absolutely hate the human form of him. Says that he looks a little bit too, maniacal, but he's evil. I have to say personally that I think that in his normal mode, he looks okay. But I just didn't like the way they decided to execute him this time around in his snake monster mode. I talked about this in the other video as well. This time around, they're just having all the snake parts come in from nowhere and just attach themselves to him. And we also get images here of the cardback instructions. You see here how, he's basically able to be completely disassembled. This is nothing new, okay, for the Origins line. So they say here, you take off his hands, his head, his armor, and stuff like that, and then you just attach all the snake parts to him. Basically, he's kind of like the equivalent of Mr. Potato Head. You know what I mean? So they're going the same route here. But again, this feature is not what I would actually call a feature because it's what the Origins figures are expected to do. You are, in fact, encouraged to disassemble all the figures' parts, mix and match them, and just have fun. All right? But it's just that this time around, it just seems that they're giving us an approved mix and match look. So that's where I feel that this isn't really what I would classify as an action feature per se. The cardback artwork features King Hiss locked in furious combat with the Snake Armor He-Man. I guess the Snake Man need to alternate between the Snake Armor He-Man and the Thunder Punch He-Man. Okay, which one are you gonna get today? But it says here, freed from imprisonment, King Hiss leads the Snake Man to conquer Eternia. Awesome. But you see, in this particular image here, there aren't any snake men. There is only a snake woman. Now, interestingly, this image here of Snake Tila just takes us all the way back to Masters 2002. So it's another kind of like universal crossover. Okay, we see Snake Tila here as she was represented in the cartoon. And you know what? It also reminds me of this classic action figure offer because I believe back then she was an exclusive through Toy Fair. Now, I do have the issue in question because back in the day, I used to read Toy Fair all the time, man. This was like the ultimate in action figure reading entertainment. This was number 77 from January of 2004. Highly recommended copy, guys, because it features, among other things, a complete He-Man 2002 price guide, which is also a checklist of sorts because you get all these full color pictures of all of the action figures released up to that point, which at that point, in fact, 2004 was close to the end of the line, right? So utterly fantastic issue with a great pull-out section here of the price guide. And then the other thing that it comes with here is this exclusive offer to win. Not to win, sorry, to purchase. Okay, you got to pay for this thing. Okay, you got to purchase this Snake Tila action figure. This was an exclusive only with Toy Fair magazine. But yeah, this was a great offer. You could get the evil Snake Tila figure from the cartoon. Yeah, she looks terrifying here in the animation, but the action figure actually makes her look pretty attractive, and she could have been yours to take home for just the sum of $16. My goodness, $16 all the way back then. That's like the same price you pay for an exclusive today from Mattel Creations. Okay, guys, so that's the video. Thanks for joining me as always. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on the new updated images and action feature updates on the King Hiss and Thunder Punch He-Man figures. And I'll catch you guys again real soon right here with more content. Take care out there.